The Montana Wool Lab is a historic landmark on the campus of Montana State University in Bozeman. Though it's historic, it continues to serve not only Montana but the nation's wool producers in improving their wool clip and yield, thus increasing their bottom lines. After years of hard work by industry leaders, the Montana Wool Lab is getting a 21st century facelift.
Current lab that we're in, it served about the past 3 generations of Montanans and regional producers in the upper Great Plains, and actually that facility turns 75 years old this year.
The Wool Lab focuses on 2 major objectives.
We focus on running individual samples for genetic improvement. That data, we have technology at the Wool Lab that we can determine what the fineness of the wool is, what the length is, a lot of different processing characteristics of greasy wool that then tells producers how that wool is going to process into yarn and other fabrics. So as Montana really takes advantage of the quality of wool that we produce and take that on to some value-added processing with companies like Duckworth, we're able to analyze that wool as it comes off the sheep and basically give them advice on where that specific wool needs to go in their production chain.
In 2021, the Montana legislature approved funding to build a new lab.
Legislature was very generous in giving us $5 million in state funding for that new facility. We just have to come up with $1 million in private equity, and we're almost about halfway there.
Support for the campaign is coming in with a $200,000 donation from Northwest Farm Credit, $100,000 from the Montana Wool Growers, $50,000 from the Helly family and Duckworth Company, along with other private donations. Here in San Diego during the American Sheep Industry Convention, sheep producers and industry stakeholders from across the nation were also asked to join in the fundraising efforts.
We'll be here in San Diego representing Montana State University and our wonderful President Cruzado. We made an official ask of the Executive Board of the American Sheep Industry to join in the fundraising effort that is ongoing.
The new location of the lab is still in the planning phase, but the historic 1947 lab will be incorporated into the design.
The rumor I hear, we're going to be in the same footprint as the new veterinary diagnostic lab. So we'll share a parking lot, we'll probably share some facilities. It'll be on the same footprint. Probably, what the latest I've heard is it'll probably be somewhere just north of the current Marsh lab.
Now, if you would like to support the future of wool production in Montana and the nation, you can make a tax-deductible gift to the Montana Wool Lab by visiting the Montana Alumni Foundation online. Reporting in San Diego at the American Sheep Industry Association Convention, Wayne Northland, MTN News.